Ever stepped on the scale after weeks of dieting and exercise, only to see the numbers stubbornly refuse to budge? Or maybe you've shed those pounds successfully, only to have them creep back on like uninvited guests? You're not alone. Millions struggle with weight maintenance, and the frustrating truth is it's not always about willpower. Recent research suggests your own fat cells might be working against you. That's right, they have a memory of obesity. Stick around as we unlock the secrets of this cellular memory and explore the cutting-edge science behind it. Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Welcome to NotSoTechie. We're dedicated to exploring the latest and greatest in technology and scientific breakthroughs. Our mission? To make the world of tech accessible to everyone by breaking down complex topics into straightforward, easy-to-understand videos. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for us. All right, let's jump into it. Today, we're delving into a topic that affects millions: the battle against weight regain. We'll uncover groundbreaking research that reveals the hidden life of fat cells, the power of epigenetics, and what this means for anyone trying to achieve long-term weight management. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more fascinating content like this. The science of fat. Okay, let's talk fat. Not the greasy burger kind, but the essential kind that keeps our bodies functioning. Turns out, these microscopic blobs are way more complex than we thought. They're not just passive storage units for extra calories. They're dynamic, responsive, and they hold grudges. Now, I'm not saying your fat cells are plotting world domination, but they do have a way of remembering your past weight. This fat cell memory has huge implications for those trying to keep weight off. Buckle up, because this is where the science gets fascinating. Fat cells and their memory of obesity. Dr. Sarah Chen is an obesity specialist who understands the frustration of patients struggling with weight regain. She explains that after years of seeing this pattern, science is finally starting to shed light on the underlying causes. For years, patients have come frustrated, having lost weight only to regain it. Fat cells can remember how much weight you used to carry, which plays a big role in managing your weight. So, how does this work? Imagine those fat cells like tiny sponges, soaking up information about your body's history with weight. Even after weight loss, these sponges retain the imprint of that past obesity, influencing how easily they plump back up. This isn't just about what you eat, it's about your cell's history. The role of the epigenome. Now let's talk epigenetics, and don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. Think of your DNA as the instruction manual for your body, like a giant book that tells how to do everything from growing your hair to digesting food. Now, imagine the epigenome as the notes scribbled in the margins of that book. These notes don't change your DNA, but they can affect which genes are turned on or off, how much they are used, and whether some are ignored. When someone experiences obesity, the epigenome makes permanent changes, altering how genes behave. This means that even after losing weight, the fat cells can still behave as if the body is still obese. So, those epigenetic notes, chemical modifications to your DNA, can tell your fat cells to store more fat, even if you're actively trying to lose it. It's like having a sticky note on the chocolate cake recipe that says, "Make this every day." Pretty sneaky, huh? This explains why some people find it so much harder to maintain weight loss than others. Their epigenetic notes, or what we simply call the genes, are encouraging those fat cells to hold on a calorie. Investigating gene activity. To explore these epigenetic changes, researchers compared fat tissue samples from severely obese individuals to those who have never been obese to examine epigenetic changes. They found some pretty striking differences in gene activity, the way those recipes in our DNA are being used. Even years after weight loss surgery, the gene activity in the fat cells of those who had been obese continued to reflect their past weight. It was like their fat cells were stuck in a time warp. I lost a considerable amount of weight after surgery, yet I found it hard to maintain. Hearing about the research on fat cells makes sense to me. It's not just about my efforts, but my body's cellular memory. Maria's experience, along with Dr. Ferdinand von Meyenn's research, highlights how these cellular changes can create a significant hurdle in the weight loss journey. Our studies show that these cellular changes can sabotage our efforts to maintain weight loss. This isn't just willpower at play, It's about biological programming, insights from animal studies. Now let's talk about our furry friends in the lab who've helped us understand this phenomenon better. Researchers conducted fascinating studies with mice, and what they found was pretty remarkable. These mice were not ordinary. They were closely watched during their weight gain and loss journey. Even after losing weight, the previously overweight mice showed changes in their fat cells that made it easier for them to gain weight again. This included increased intake of sugar and fat. They practically had a fast track back to obesity. But here's where it gets really interesting. When researchers compared these mice to others that had never been obese, they found that the previously obese mice gained weight 40% faster when exposed to high-fat diets. That's like having a metabolic express lane to weight gain. Did you know? These mice studies showed that even after returning to a normal weight, previously obese mice had higher inflammation markers, altered fat cell behavior, different sugar absorption patterns, real-world implications. So, what does all this mean for humans? Dr. Rebecca Martinez breaks it down for us. This research has real-world implications. It emphasizes the importance of ongoing support after weight loss. People shouldn't feel ashamed needing help. It's a biological reality, and that's crucial to understand. We're not just fighting habits or willpower. We're working against cellular memory. It's like trying to convince your smartphone to forget your ex's number. Sometimes, it just needs a complete reset. I finally feel relieved knowing that my struggle isn't just me failing. It's a complex issue that many face. Now here's something fascinating. Studies suggest that these cellular changes can persist for different lengths of time in different people. Some research indicates it could be years, while other studies suggest these changes might be even more long-lasting. Current research and future directions. The scientific community isn't sitting idle with this knowledge. Researchers around the globe are working on various approaches to address these cellular changes. Mapping out these epigenetic changes is no small feat. We haven't established a direct causal relationship yet, meaning we don't fully understand the connection between these changes and actual weight gain. More research is essential. Current research is focusing on several exciting areas. Understanding how to reset these cellular memories, developing treatments that target epigenetic changes, creating personalized approaches based on individual cellular patterns. And here's something mind-blowing. Scientists are even exploring whether these cellular memories might be passed down to future generations. Talk about your family inheritance. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding these mechanisms is actually empowering. It helps explain why maintaining weight loss is such a challenge and why we need comprehensive support systems. Our findings underline the need to focus on preventing obesity in the first place. While many individuals can indeed lose weight, keeping it off requires immense effort and support. It's about creating sustainable lifestyle changes rather than just short-term solutions. That means education, community, and ongoing support are vital. Think of it this way. If your cells have a memory, you need to help them create new, healthy memories. It's like reprogramming a computer, but with pizza involved. Wait, maybe that's not the best analogy. This groundbreaking research not only sheds light on the biological factors behind weight gain, but also emphasizes the importance of compassion and ongoing support. If you or someone you know is having trouble maintaining a healthy weight, remember, understanding the science can lead to better strategies for success. As we've seen today, the science behind weight management is complex and fascinating. But remember, understanding these mechanisms helps us develop better strategies. Support and consistency are key. This knowledge should reduce stigma and shame. Science continues to work on solutions. And most importantly, if you're struggling with weight management, you're not alone, and it's not just about willpower. There's real biology at play here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to NotSoTechie for more fascinating science content. Drop a comment below, sharing your thoughts or experiences. Let's keep this conversation going. And remember, while our fat cells might have a memory, our determination to understand and overcome challenges is even stronger. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay not so techie.